Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be doing Ren's 1 million subscribers special, I guess that's what it's called. Big shout out to the No Hope server. Let's get into it. Oh. Oops.
This short and sweet because I wrote something that I want to share with you. But first of all, I just want to say how grateful I am. I've reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube, which is a flipping huge milestone. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who supported my music over the years, whether you're newly on board or have been here for a while. I wanted to say thank you to the YouTube reaction community who have gotten behind my stuff in a big way and really helped me reach this goal. So thank you guys. Yeah, I wanted to read this passage that I wrote about success. It's too much for me to remember right now, so bear with me. But yeah, success to me means that I have a responsibility that transcends me. If I have a platform where people are paying attention, then I feel like it's my duty to make that count. It's far more important than my aspirations with music and what I could personally gain. There's a saying that stuck with me recently, which was a rising tide lifts all ships. Somehow, by finding success for myself has meant that I can find success for the people around me, and that makes me feel very rich. I'm in a very strange position right now where I owe much of my success to the most destructive force in my life, which has been the turbulence of my physical and mental illness. The thing that has by far brought me the most pain has been a source of constant inspiration, which ironically led to creations which brought me the most joy. Creating art which means something to somebody else and can potentially be a companion to somebody else in the dark justifies my own pain, and I desperately needed that to be justified. There are a lot of people alive today who live in the dark. It's a place that I'm very familiar with. In the peak of my health problems, I was severely underweight. All my meals had to be restricted and blended, and I was so tired that I couldn't participate in life. I couldn't socialize, I couldn't watch films, I couldn't read. My bones constantly hurt. Even standing in the shower was excruciating and exhausting. And this went on for years, with no answers. Nobody could have ever convinced me during that time that my pain and suffering would be a source for something good, because it felt insidious. Nobody could have ever convinced me that something constructive can come from hurting every day. But I'm here to tell you that if you are hurting every day, don't be afraid. One thing I know to be a constant law of the universe, is that life is inconsistent. Life is beautiful and life is hideous. Life is kind and life is cruel. Dancing inside this dichotomy and inconsistency makes me know that you won't hurt forever, whether that comes from resolution of what you're going through or acceptance of where you are. You won't hurt forever. You don't know yet whether or not your pain conceals gold. It definitely conceals wisdom, and it's definitely a catalyst for filling you with empathy. So stand strong, my friends, and don't let the darkness consume you, because once you know the dark and become intimate with it, you become very capable of wielding the light. You could be instrumental for changing this world for the better. There's nothing humble about shrinking or doubting yourself, because you are large. You can be ferocious, and you could be magnificent. For the medical industry, who too often let people fall through the cracks, it's your duty to do better. For the people living in the light, who have either stepped out of their shadow or have never had to walk beside it, it's your responsibility to put out untainted love. Our own greed, desire to ferociously expand, and decisions rooted in self-interest can benefit ourselves in a material sense, but can be very destructive to the hive and the world around us, ultimately hurting ourselves. So we really must consider that if we're going to step into a bright future. As humans, we have an incredible potential, and it would be a shame to throw it away. So community, humanity, and changing our relationship with the natural world so it leans more towards homeostasis must be a priority number one. If you're watching this and there's a knot tied up in your stomach with bitterness, anger, or hatred for your fellow human being, be with it, feel it, understand it, express it, and then let it go. You're hurting. Give yourself love, forgive yourself, and then project that love outwards, and the anger will pass. We have a decision in every interaction to tilt the world towards heaven or hell, towards Jannah or Jahannam. utopia or dystopia, and some people's ideas of heaven will be another's image of hell. So tread carefully, but treat those differences with respect. Tapestries are made beautiful because of the variety in the sum of their parts. Thank you to 1 million people inside this rich tapestry for the opportunity for me to try and spread my own vision of what I believe to be good. And thank you for justifying my pain. Thank you. I love you.
Man, the amount of times that he's nearly had me fucking tearing up and crying, holy Jesus. Yeah, man. No, we love you. That's the thing. And it's not like this parasocial thing where people say it to creators to make do with everything. Sorry, I'm just gonna like make do with everything. If you got my drift. Sorry, it's a little bit dark in my room. But the thing is when it comes to like creation and that lot, you need to find your main method to push forwards, and sometimes that can be through hurt, pain, and that could just be out of love for the creation. Like me personally, I love making videos. I love like putting myself out there. If you get my drift, for like music reactions, because I sat there pretty much every day struggling with depression when I wasn't on meds, and it got to a point where me personally, I couldn't even leave my room to go speak to my family, and finding music and finding a solution out of the way of making like videos and that lot, and speaking to you guys in the comments below and everything like that. Like, it puts me into a place where me personally, I've got no hatred for anything anymore. Like, obviously humans are going to get annoyed, humans are going to get upset and that lot, but like you push forwards out of it. Like, there's been many of times where I've struggled and I've wanted just to end it all and that lot, but like there is always light outside of the tunnel, and it's always trying to find the method out of the tunnel. And for me, it's making content. It's making reaction content, because I quite like reaction content. And I quite like having the idea in mind of putting myself out there, if you get my drift. But the thing is, when it comes to making like content and stuff like that, yeah, you need to be funny, you need to have this and have all that. But like me personally, I don't care what I look like. Yeah, I'm quite a big person, but like I don't care what I look like. Sometimes you see me doing my hair and other stuff like that, but it's only because I can see myself in my OBS, which is right there. It's what I tend to always look at because it gives me a little bit of comfort. But yeah, like Ren, I don't know if you're ever gonna see this, and I don't know if anything, man, but the fact that you chose to take your pain and put it somewhere where it's creative and you push yourself out there, that is the reason we love you so much. We enjoy your music. We enjoy the lyrics you have to say, because for some of us, not most of us, but some of us, it relates and it puts us into a better spot mentally. Like, I've listened to a couple of your songs that, for me personally, has helped. And understanding your journey is my goal now, because there's no point of following in everyone's footsteps where they're just endlessly reacting to content when there's no like full story behind it. And obviously I did for Joe. Well, this is going to be released after that for the first time because I didn't watch this video, but like, knowing this all now, I understand why people have so much love for you, and I understand why you have so much love for the craft you're in. Like, you're an amazing artist, and it goes the same way with people that I quite like listening to, like NF. Like, he's an amazing artist. He's helped me a lot. You've helped me a lot. And at the end of the day, you decided to better yourself instead of just staying in your room and everything like that. Like, you decided to put yourself out there further. And yeah, us reaction contenters, some of them are in it for the money, and some of them are in it for the craft. Like, I love analysing lyrics and understanding certain aspects and that lot. And sometimes I do something stupid, like reacting to a song that I didn't know there was an order in. But yeah, we do love you and we do care about you. And we hope you, honestly, we hope you finally overcome the pain in your heart and move forwards from everything. Because at the end of the day, we want to see you do better. We want to see you make better, like, not better music, but obviously, like, we want to see you smiling. We want to see you happy. We want to see just a little bit of gliding around, if you get my drift. Like, I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. But yeah. A very powerful message, to be fair. Very, very powerful message. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you have an amazing day. Peace.